your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do feeds the big data beast. Why are data giants like Bloom so hungry to get hold of our private information? Our metadata. What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What is privacy in the digital domain? And what happens when capitalism and surveillance become one? As you know, we keep all names confidential. Buccaneer. Speaking from a secure location, here's new technology strategist Charles, who worked all over the world trying to keep democracy strong in the face of the data assault.
If you have enough personal data on somebody, you're able to predict what it is that they're going to do. You can tell what they might be passionate about, but mostly you can tell what they fear. And if you can tell what someone fears, then you can manipulate them and you can move them in particular directions. Data is collected on citizens in every
Auto drive now enabled.
way. Data is collected through surveillance cameras. Data is collected from television sets. They don't even necessarily need to be super smart television sets. Data is collected from voter records. It's collected from how much power do you use in your house and how much water do you use in your house. In pre-crisis Britain, we got really
sorry, but I can't give this
all of
pretty
our
thing
services
back.
being free. Everything suddenly became free that was digital. But what people forgot is that if you're not paying for it, then you're the product being sold.
If technology brings out the worst in capitalism, capitalism brings out the worst in technology. Senior academic Alfie tells us how big business repurposes big data.
Historically, what's happened, of course, is that people have traded their privacy for their convenience as smartphones and other kinds of technology came in and became mass-consumed, mass-used items and technological objects. Gradually, people were so attracted to the affordances of these technologies that privacy kind of retreated into the background and into a state we've got now where it's essentially gone. Having this access to this data makes huge tech companies like Bloom so much more powerful than they would be otherwise, and not just in the obvious ways. Of course, there's a lot of worry and fear over what we can do with the data.
High alert. Pedestrians may be held suspect.
The urinal cakes are more charming and useful than you.
I've downloaded a patch to your optics so you can access our security system. It's set up so that I can't just let someone who isn't DedSec in. You'll have to do the manual override.
So if I get past this manual override, does that make me DedSec? Hello?
All right, take it easy. There's no need to be so angry.
Why does this always bloody happen? No.
One of Sabine's, are you? I'll see you downstairs later then.
I can't believe this is happening. I bet you feel real fucking clever. Good to see.
Fuck. This is it, innit? Yo, someone here? Oh shit, there's no power.
Coming up in today's episode of The Upload, we're talking about how Bagley managed to conquer London. Pretty much my favourite topic. I could talk for hours about the rise of the AI system. It's easy to forget about its origins. It's so present everywhere we go now. Bagley just kind of blends into the background.
Bagley is the service AI that's present in every Optic device. Whether you're using the Optic, Bagley will be there. The AI is streamed to your Optic from Bloom's Central Command Center, and it was first created by Sky Larson, our tech hero, as part of her techno-utopian idea for the world. Why do you think it grew so quickly?
In my mind, it's no surprise that Bagley became so popular. It's funny, useful, fast. It's a great companion and really just makes life so much easier. I mean, when you look back at all the service AIs that used to exist, they just can't compete. When you ask Bagley anything, there's a quick answer and loads of information available to you. One day, I let Bagley answer all of my messages for a whole 24 hours and no one even noticed the difference.
The other competitors really just couldn't compete with Bagley. Their answers were so much worse. They didn't understand.
From the Buccaneer, this is the Bug. Hello, Resistors, it's Bug time. Are you all sitting comfortably? No? Good. That's as it should be. This is the Bug. I'm Andy, and joining me to analyse the latest blowflies to emerge from the corpse of a once free Britain, it's Alice.
Hello, Andy.
And today, we're going to talk to you about Albion, your friends and mine. Alice, the government has extended Albion's contract and have also boasted that violent crime has plummeted to a record low. Now, extending Albion's contract, to me, that's like having a pet dog, let's call it Nigel for the sake of argument, that attacks you every single day and thinking to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if Nigel had puppies?
That contract has been... Hello and welcome back to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London.
No DedSec registration detected. Identify yourself, or I'll seal the exits, hack your Optic, and read you every drunken email you ever wrote until you starve.
Look, bruv, you got a problem? Take it out with Sabine. She sent me.
Sabine's alive? Well, that's one piece of good news. I'm Bagley, DedSec's definitely not stolen, highly advanced AI assistant, and it seems I've been out of commission for a few months. Anyway, why don't you go connect me to the DedSec network so I can become more powerful than you could possibly imagine? I mean, catch up on what I missed.
This is London Calling. You're here with me, Tash, on Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. In today's world, we've all had to get used to our every move being tracked by the optic on our temples, by the cameras around us, and with every click we make online. Seems like everything we do feeds the big data beast. Why are data giants like Bloom so hungry to get hold of our private information and our metadata? What are they using it for? Will we ever have real private lives again? What?
Ah, that's it. I'm reconnected to the network, downloading our database, news archives, and... Oh no. Terrorist group DedSec responsible for deadly bombings in London? Dalton Wolf dead? I leave you people alone for a second and you immediately cock it all up.
So tell me, Bagley, if DedSec wasn't behind them bombings, then who was?
There's a gap in my memory after Dalton... Well, let's be honest, after I disarmed the bomb at Parliament. I'm missing information about what happened after I was taken offline. But from what I can infer, an unknown hacker group identified only as Zero Day was involved. I believe this Zero Day staged the attacks and framed DedSec for their dirty work. Come to my terminal. Sabine is requesting a video call. Patching in Sabine Brandt now. I suggest you listen very closely to anything she has to say.
There you are. I'm glad you made it. Bagley, God, it's good to hear your demented little voice. Is your memory intact?
Not even slightly. The last record I have is of our HQ being raided. My only lead is a group known as Zero Day. Ring any bells?
No. But the HQ was attacked by some men in black, the same that were at Parliament. Maybe working together. We didn't stand a chance. They just gunned everyone down.
Gunned down? Shit, how'd you make it out?
I managed to escape through the sewers to Camden. A contact smuggled me out of the city, and I've been hiding out in the north since.
Prudent. Your profile is red flagged as a high-priority target in the city's surveillance system. Even a partial recognition hit would have you hunted down and shot on sight.
They're doing a proper crackdown on DedSec here. Listen, I'm on your side, yeah? Believe me. But I don't want to get got, know what I mean?
Listen, if anyone knows anything about risks, it's me. I lost everything and everyone. But it comes down to this. London is in a death spiral. And if DedSec can't pull it out, trust me, no one can. The city needs a resistance. And it starts with you. What do you say?
I say, let's resist. Brah!
Excellent. New user registered. Welcome to DedSec. Now, it would be irresponsible of us to release you naked and mewling into the wild. You'll find equipment around the safe house that are essential items in your DedSec kit. we have a sophisticated system for hiding your identity from facial recognition tech. It's called a mask. And while we're here, perhaps we can talk about updating your wardrobe. I mean, look at you. Come on.
You've got all these fancy new toys, but it's also important to know the basics. You need to learn how to throw a punch and how to take one. Albion will escalate if you come at them with a gun and shoot you down. We want to avoid collateral damage. DedSec, we tried to use guns only as a last resort.
Have you already met Connie Robinson? She owns the pub and is an old DedSec contact, not to mention a champion amateur boxer. Go to the practice ring and she'll show you how to stop flinching when someone cocks a punch at you.
I'll be right down. Could use the warm-up.
Let's start with some basic strikes. Hit me. Don't be shy. That's it. You'll want to get in under my block. Find the weak point. That's it. Couldn't have done that better myself. Quick on your feet now. You want to create distance. Nice one. Yes, nice one.
There's only one more skill you need to master. Socialization. The rest of your team has arrived. Why not go and have a chat?
Welcome to the team, mate.
Brilliant. Finally found my people.
Alright.
So we're DedSec now, just like that. Do we get like a training or anything? I'd settle for a pamphlet. Did you get a pamphlet?
Too late, cuz. We're getting first-hand experience, yeah?
Now that you're all as thick as cyber thieves, Sabine would like to talk to you.
Well done, team. It's good to see the safe house filling up again. The only way we're going to keep London from falling into total oppression is by rebuilding the resistance. We need to recruit, train, build back our arsenal. The people are itching to rise up and take their city back. We just need to show them that DedSec are fighting along with them.
Yeah, look, what we need to do now is clash with the fuckers who is exploiting London.
I'm sure Albion's turning a tidy profit. Those cunts are treating London like a hostile takeover.
Yeah, and there's Clan Kelly running all the crime and shit. And Albion won't lift a fucking finger.
Fair, but remember that this zero-day hacker group is still out there. They took out DedSec once, and it's a good bet they'll try again. I believe they were responsible for the bombings and framed DedSec. With your help, I plan to get to the bottom of this mystery.
I'd say that's a full docket. Enough talk. Let's unfuck London.
first order of business. The Signals Intelligence Response Service, or SIRS, or the Earl Grey Gestapo, have developed a surveillance technology called AR reconstruction. It's the bleeding edge of privacy rights violation, and thus it could be very useful in our attempts to find Zero Day.
Is going on?
You're starting to get dangerously low on operatives. I would recommend bringing your team back to fighting strength or finding new operatives to replace them.
We have some damage control to do if we want to change the perception that we're a bunch of violent thugs. I'll let you be the judge of how best to handle yourself, but remember, you represent DedSec now.
So technologies in foreign nations that have been used are things like heat map features which show where populations are gathering. In-game rewards can be offered to people to take different routes, things like that. Traffic data can be manipulated to prevent people gathering and protesting, as has happened in some of the authoritarian regimes across the world recently. So what we're looking at is not only a set of technologies which make people behave as ideal consumers, but ones which actually can be put to use to prevent radical and disruptive behaviour in the city, which limits the power of any kind of revolutionary force.
So, if you thought you had a private life, get used to it. You don't. And we're not going to reclaim our lives without a fight. I'm Tash, and you've been listening to Bucket. Keeping the resistance. Keep listening, keep fighting, and remember. Nobody owes.
subject to treatment.
And Prime Minister Devon Sargent was routed to
As soon as those walls went up, there was just no time to bring it into the country, and that is when people started dying. And then the medicines. The thing is, there's loads of medicines that you just can't stockpile. There was a moment before it took place when actually there was some efforts to try and stockpile some of the medicines. There was some things that could be done. For a lot of it, there was nothing that could be done. We had a major problem with drugs for schizophrenia. So we saw such an uptick in the kind of attacks we saw on the street, and people suffering on their own because they didn't have the mental health drugs, because those drugs simply couldn't be stockpiled. We eventually found the same thing with foods that weren't produced in the UK. And the trouble with the UK was, we don't produce our own food. We never have. For hundreds of years, we produced under half of our own food. So as soon as those queues went up, we started having significant material problems in the country. I think Britain always told itself they had this national myth, right, that it, because it got through the war, any kind of hardship.
Bloody maniac!
I'm here.
In theory, the AR reconstruction should allow me to use various sources of surveillance data to rebuild past events. Access a data relay, and I can scrape all the metadata for this area.
not having it. This case is locked, Gage.
All
Forgive me for saying, but you look like the kind of lunatic who wants to change things.
Ooh, intriguing. Say, I've been looking for someone who can, shall we say, get to difficult places. I don't suppose you fit that bill?
Depends on the place. Why?
Right, I'm sending you the coordinates of a file. Get your hands on it, we'll talk then.
All quiet here. Patience. Don't reveal yourself.
For the blood clot!
That's it. Now, let's take this autocratic wet dream for a test drive.
CTOS AR. Data reconstruction in progress.
Fucking hell, we're living in Big Brother and no one even knows it.
You're right. We definitely need this extremely cool thing I want for investigating Zero Day. Shit, for some reason I can't clone it to our servers. All right, access the network here and let's see if we can't find out where to nick one. That's the CTOS up there. Aha! The SIRS has deployed this technology at their HQ, and I've just nabbed their manual on how to set up the system. Now, Scarpa, you can't steal their toy if they throw you in the gulag.
So, we're stealing the AR reconstruction gadget. Tell me what to do.
The program is hosted on a server that's on the roof of SIRS HQ. All you have to do is grab the whole thing, then take it to a few high-density locations so I can recalibrate it to the DedSec network and clone my own version.
Are you just expecting me to strap the fucker to me back? The bleeding server's got away half a ton.
We need to find someone with access to a cargo or construction drone that can fly it off of there. Perfect opportunity to recruit a heavy lifter to the cause, I'd say.
Heavy lifter? Some kind of construction drone, right? Where could I find one?
Well, let's put our thinking caps on, shall we? Now, who in London would have access to a construction drone? Could it be a construction worker?
Bang on, Bagley, thank you.
Not so hard, was it? There's an active construction yard nearby. I dare say you'll probably be able to find a construction worker to recruit there. Here's the coordinates. Oh, they have a beastly drone friend. I mean, the person looks efficient too.
Disobedience
You don't know me, but I heard we might have some mutual interests.
Fuck me. DedSec? All right, maybe you could help. Got myself in a bit of trouble.
We might be able to help. What's the situation?
Fucking Clan Kelly. Got into debt with them trying to cover some medical bills, right? Now they're forcing me to work for them to pay them off. Only they keep adding to the debt. Help me clear it off or I'm trapped forever.
Okay, we'll handle it.
Clan Kelly. We'll bleed our new friend dry if we don't do something. This particular construction site is a money laundering front for a Kelly chapter out of Camden Market. Any record of the debt would be stored there.
Grand. You look about as sick of this shit as I am.
So you're DedSec then? Grand. Got some info for you.
I'm listening.
My entire firm just got the sack pretty much. 300 people. 300 families. The cowardly fucks just told us we're being replaced.
Christ, that's terrible.
I landed on my feet, but the whole situation smells bad to me. I was an investigator with the tech law firm, but they fired all the lawyers too. There's no fucking way they replaced us all that quick. Not unless they were up to something dodgy.
So you want DedSec to look into your replacement then?
Yes. If you help me out with this, I'll do plenty in return.
What's your problem?
Found a construction worker. Love to get me hands on one of those lifter drones they've got.
A tech corporation? Acting unethically? Sounds out of character, but let's investigate anyway.
I'll look into it.
Stage, it made me feel so intimidated, and it's just prime time TV.
I'm in a different class. When I get through, I'ma bring my dogs. 2 by 2, man, I walk on the arc. Sitting at the front, just like Rosa Parks. Trust me, you don't wanna see me get dark. Upset, cause man, I way up right now, and the shit happened all so fast. I was in Paris, shut down last. New York, shut down Central Park. Think about London, New York, Frisco, where should I start? 10 back 10, 16 bars, and each and every one of them came from the heart. None of my lyrics are stolen. Go on in, that's my slogan. Wanna know how I did it with no label, no A-list song, I told them. Blood at the shutdown. That's not me and it's shut down. Ring ring pussy is shut down. Fashion week and it's shut down. Went to the show sitting in the front row in a black tracksuit and it's shut down. Touch the road and it's shut down. Boy, better know when it's shut down. Yeah, at the shutdown. That's not me and it's shut down. Ring ring pussy is shut down. Fashion run them up. Went to the show sitting in the front row in a black tracksuit and it's shut down. Touch the road and it's shut down. Boy, better know when it's shut down.
Fucking hell, the Kellys have moved in here full time. There goes the bleeding neighbourhood. When did they get this organised?
If you're looking for a terminal or some kind of device that Clan Kelly would have stored the debt records on. Don't have the right tool for the job? You can exchange your gadget for a different one that's better suited to the situation.
Can I help you? Excuse me. Back off. Back off, please. You can't intimidate me. Moron! Dumbass.
While the drones observing your every move might make you feel like you're living in a city-shaped prison, what's bad news for society is good news for DedSec. You can hack those nosy little buggers and use them to scout ahead.
Get control of that thing! Hey, you there. I'm here! Hey, you there. Where's mine?
Ah, cannabis and fentanyl together at last, through the miracle of genetics.
I mean, I'll try anything once, twice if I like it, but now's not the time.
What was that? All quiet. It's everywhere.
Right, you're going to raise all record of their debt, putting our new friend back into the black and, more importantly, out of Clan Kelly's reach.
Fantastic.
hiding for long.
Not here, moving on.
Drone, start searching.
I better find them. Quick, smart.
Dipshit's here. We just have to find them.
How about you come out and I'll kill you quick?
Looks clear. Got to check somewhere else. Expanding the search. I will find bad guy. That is so gross.
Right, let's find this joker. Hey, drone, run a search.
Nothing suspicious here. Keep looking.
Unable to locate suspect. Continue search.
Clear. I'll look somewhere else.
Transfer complete.
Hello again.
You're out from under Clan Kelly's heel. Wouldn't show my face if I was you, but that goes without saying.
That's a load off, mate. Knew what I'd heard about you lot was bullshit. Thanks for the hand.
You know, DedSec's looking for fighters, and you seem to have some fight in you. How about
You kidding? Oh yeah.
The demands of being a DedSec operative are all consuming, so taking app gigs is a good way to make some extra quid that works around your new schedule. Lots of people will pay well to have their sensitive packages handled with care, and some will even pay you for deliveries. Ha ha!
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Building a resistance group requires operatives with specialized skills. Technical abilities, firearms handling, and physical training are all valuable. Bare-knuckled boxing rings are a good place. To find people who are good at throwing punches, or taking them, by defeating each opponent in an arena.
The City of London is actively tracking.
We're back at it again, folks. The only game in town worth your time. Society's crumbling, institutions fumbling. Come and see a couple of fighters take it out on each other.
Well, come on then.
Bugger off!
Don't wet yourself now.
Oh shit! Could that be the win right now? A solid hit! That's the shit we like to see. Am I right, people, or what? Oh shit! What an absolutely disgusting blow! I want to hear that energy, folks. I want to hear the love and the hate. Get high. The fighters step into the limelight. Take a look at those faces. Place your bets and strap the fuck in. Did you all see that monster hit on the stream? Fucking hell. Whoa, that hit looked like it fucking hurt. And the crowd's roaring for some action. And that's a hit! One for the record books. Are you watching at home, online, on the street?
I'll be gentle.
Are you here live to feel the heat, the sweat, the blood? Wherever you are, this is
Get ready, this is gonna hurt.
you'll see all day. Oh, they're gonna feel that hitch in the morning if they wake up. Oh. Give it up for the real embodiments of chaos itself. Actual faction. Start spamming that chat. These two don't give a monkeys about the rules, and neither do we.
I've had it.
Hope you're ready to bleed. Oh my God! What absolutely disgusting!
This will be a nice, easy warm-up. Come here and show me what you've got.
Fucking wild! Oh my God!
This will be a nice, easy warm-up.
Oh, now that's what I'm talking about. Solid strike from a solid fighter. coming. Unless you did, then you've just made yourself a proper lumpy bit of dosh.
Find the toss pots.
Wait, big shot.
Drone, start search.
Oh, no trouble, mate. Too fucking bad. This is Clan Kelly turf, so just being here means you're in for trouble. So fuck off.
Hello there.
What are you looking at?
Could you not stand so close, please?
Anyone here interested in making a bit of money? Big shot.
I'm not looking for trouble.
Oh, no trouble, eh? This is Clan Kelly turf, so just being here means you're in for trouble. So fuck off. Anyone here interested in making a bit of money? Come on, I've got good odds. Just come out. This old ghost started talking about dating you again, and I was like, sure, makes sense. Anyone here interested in making a bit of money? I had to explain to him about come on, I've got good odds. Sold that for loads of money. Just come over it. What do you think is stronger? Your ridiculous fucking nose or my fist? It's a fucking condom. What? Real embarrassing. Fuck off. What? You fucking rubbish. Fucking excrement.
Auto drive is not available.
obnoxious fucking thing.
Immigrants, migrants, and illegals. Those are some of the words officials use in their public statements. Tonight on GBB we ask, why won't the UK and EU use the word refugee?
Auto drive now enabled.
I mean, that wasn't really the case.
Either has carried his magic, or he is one hell of a practiced driver.
You should have filmed it. Real life spy movie.
This profiler says hooligan. Gotta admit, that's a more transferable skill set than I thought it would be.
Hooligans are an important part of football. I mean, they are the...
DedSec resurgence have prompted Parliament to approve the use of lethal force for Albion contractors. CEO Nigel Cass had this to say.
DedSec terrorists will quickly find that Albion, unlike the police force of this city, is battle-tested and proven in the field.
The Prime Minister's office has called this shoot-to-kill mandate a drastic but necessary...
No time for doubts. Here, your new kit.
Hold your horses, yeah? Joining DedSec is no joke. There's no way I can go back to normal.
What do you mean, normal? The bleeding government announcing they can shoot you dead.
I really get it. And I want to do something about it. I'm just scared to walk away from everything.
No one's leaving anything behind. We're taking a stand to help everyone we care about.
Shit. Okay, yeah. I'm ready.
Welcome to the Resistance.
Right. Welcome aboard, etc., etc. I'll give you the speech later. Right now, we need you and your big, strong drone friend to get on top of SRS HQ and steal a server. Think you can handle that?
On my way.